All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the 210 show. We thank y'all for taking the time to listen to our podcast. We're going to talk about some college football, some NBA, and some NFL. But before we do, let's go ahead and hit them with those introductions.
This is Angry Joey.
I am the hater with facts.
Mr. Raider.
Your boy Tony is back.
Whoop Pig Suey is here as always.
All right, well, let's start off with some college football. Woo Pig Suey, you're up.
No, Mr. Raider, let's start off with you only gave him 2 welcome backs. It's always 3, bro.
Oh, my fault, man. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
There you go.
All
Good to have
right.
you back there, Angry Tony.
Yeah. Missed
All
you,
right,
man.
so in week 11 of college football, not a ton happened, to be honest. I'll go over the losses in the top 25, and then we'll talk a little bit about the college football rankings that have come out just a little bit ago. So
Yep.
first off, Texas A&M play number 3. Texas A&M play number 22 Missouri Saturday in Columbia. Texas traveled to Missouri, and they were able to have a pretty solid win. So Texas A&M won 38-17. Their defense overwhelmed Missouri's true freshman quarterback, and the backup went 7 of 22 for only 77 yards. Texas A&M had a balanced attack. Their quarterback, Marcel Reed, threw for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns. And their running back, Reuben Owens, he had a rush for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. So,
Solid day.
yeah, overall, a very solid win. I'm surprised Texas A&M is at 3. I'm surprised they're not number 2 in the rankings.
Yeah.
But they've kept them at number 3 for the past several weeks, even though Texas A&M has some monster wins on their schedule.
Why do you think that is? I don't understand, because if you
It's just
compare
hard to
them
put
and
them over those
Indiana,
other 2.
I don't know.
Indiana's 2, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Indiana's number 2. The top 3 teams they're the only undefeated
Only
teams left.
defeated, yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State's undefeated, Indiana, and then Texas A&M. But they're all 3 undefeated, and Texas A&M has some impressive wins on their schedule. So
All we want is to see Texas A&M play Texas. That's it.
yeah.
But what I'm saying though is I just don't understand why they're below Indiana. You know, Indiana has wins over Illinois and
Oregon.
Dude, they smashed Oregon.
Oregon. Right. But here's the thing, Mr. Raider. The thing you're missing out on is they know that Ohio State and Indiana will cancel each other out. If everything stands pat, that's going to be the Big Ten championship. So they'll cancel each other out. So depending on how that game goes out, if everything stays the way it is, then if Texas A&M takes care of business, then they'll automatically elevate. That's all. They're just in the lobby right now, you know?
I'm okay with Indiana's been pretty dominant. I know last week they weren't, and I know Texas A&M has good wins, like Woo Pig said, but I'm okay with it. Like, they're the top 3 teams, and you leave it 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah, I mean they're all going to get buys, right? So I think this year they've been emphasizing that they're using the eye test. So they're going off more than just the record. They're also going off of how impressive or dominant they look. And so I think that's part of it, because Texas A&M, while they're undefeated, they've had, like, for instance, I think Arkansas, they only beat us by like 3 points, and Arkansas is terrible this year. So I think some of those close losses have kept them at 3. But man, it's hard to argue that even with the eye test, because Texas A&M looks good, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Dude, do we know that all 3 of them will actually have a bye, though? What if, like, Indiana loses to Ohio State, right? Do they not get a bye? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
They won't.
No, they won't get a bye. They'll probably get a home game, though.
They
Teams,
better, but that would suck.
So teams like 5, I think teams 5, like the first 4 teams get a bye, and then teams 5 through 8 get a home game.
Home field. Yes.
So whoever loses that game will probably get a home game.
Yep.
So
They should, right? As long as that's their only loss. Yeah.
Yep. So okay, so the next game that we're talking about, BYU, who was undefeated going into this game, at number 8, played Texas Tech, number 9. And in Lubbock, the number 8 Cougars, they played the Red Raiders in a Big 12 showdown, and Texas Tech had a dominant win over BYU. I expected this to happen. The entire year, I've kind of looked side eyes to BYU. I didn't think they were that good. So, and I really do like Texas Tech. I think that they're a really good game, a really good team. So Texas Tech, they rose 1 point, or they rose 1 spot to number 8, and BYU dropped all the way down to number 12. So unless BYU ends up winning the Big 12, I doubt very seriously they're going to make the playoffs. So Texas Tech, however, they're controlling their own destiny. I think they're going to
Yeah.
make it in. They're playing for a home game. They're playing for one of those 5 to 8 slots for sure.
So 2
They
questions for
may.
you. Go ahead, Tony.
No, go ahead.
So the first question I have is, how many Texas teams are in the top 10? Is it 3?
Yeah.
Think so.
Texas is 10 now. Yeah.
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 Okay. So we could potentially have 2 Texas team in the semis. Am I understanding that correctly?
We have Texas A&M, we have Texas Tech, and we have Texas. So we have 3 teams in the top 10. 3 teams right now that should, unless they have a collapse, those 3 teams should make the playoffs.
Unless
So-
Texas loses to Texas A&M.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas is at 10. So they're currently in
Mm-hmm.
the playoffs, but they have to go undefeated for the rest of the year to make it.
Right. Yep.
Okay. Would that?
Go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
I was just going to say, even if Texas A&M loses that game, they're still going to be in the playoffs. They'll go from having a bye to being somewhere lower in
Awesome.
the standings.
So that leads into my second question was, so if say like they have a two loss season, it's like only won 3 of those teams, Texas Tech and Texas A&M. Say they have 2 losses by the end of the year. What 2 loss team are you removing from the playoff to add them in? I mean, that's gonna be tough because like Notre Dame. Are you gonna remove Notre Dame? Like, what's gonna go there? So I'm kind of curious to see how this season's gonna end. I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, currently in the SEC, you've got Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, and Texas, and
With
then
1 loss, right?
Texas has 2, but those 5 teams right now are in the playoffs, and you have Oklahoma sitting at 11. But the problem is, and then Vanderbilt is sitting at 14. All 7 of those teams are playing each other in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a meat grinder. So
Yep.
The college football playoffs picture is going to completely change, at least with the SEC, because all those teams are going to beat each other up by the end.
And Mr. Raider, Notre Dame's got to be careful of Pittsburgh this weekend. I'm sorry. That team, Pittsburgh is playing really good football right now.
Yeah, I haven't watched any Pittsburgh
and if
games.
they lose that, then they're done because they'll be a 3-loss team. They're done.
Yeah. 3 losses are allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the committee's going to have a challenge if any of those, because all those SEC teams are playing each other. Which ones are you going to drop out if they have a 2-loss season? You know what I mean? Are you going to put a 3-loss team in there? Like,
dude, it's going to be crazy, especially if the wins don't go the way we think. Like, it could get really nuts. Yeah.
Yep. But that's what makes it so great, right, Woo Pig?
Oh yeah, yeah, it's wonderful. The big kicker is you take the 5 top conference champions. So the problem we'll run into is if we get conference champions that aren't ranked in the top 12. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's really only power 2 now. Like, come on.
Yeah. But those 5 teams are going to take spots. So like right now the top 10 are in, but if we start getting conference champions that are outside of the top 10, then it goes to like top 8 instead of top 10 or top 6 or whatever. So it'll be a surprising. I can't wait I love this playoff format that they have going, honestly, because it makes all the games exciting, in my opinion. So
you're right, because right now ACC is going to be the I guess the fly in the ointment in all of this, because their highest ranked team right now is 15 with Miami.
Oh
yeah. So
if you look at it right now, Miami at number 15 is going to make the playoffs because their projected playoff has Miami winning the ACC, right? So that would be Miami even though they're ranked 15, and then South Florida at number 24 would also make the playoffs because they would be that 5th conference champion.
Oh, they're the
Oh,
Atla
shit.
oh, god. Ugh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on.
See, that's
Yeah.
doo-doo. Like, that's
Wow.
dumb.
Yeah.
So would they get a home they'll get a home game too, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, praise the
No,
Lord. Okay.
I posted in Discord. They've got the projected playoff picture. If today's standings went into the playoffs, Alabama, Ohio State, Texas A&M, and Indiana would get a bye. The
Right.
first round would be Georgia, South Florida at Georgia, Oregon, Notre Dame at Oregon, Texas Tech, Miami at Texas Tech, and Ole Miss, Texas at Ole Miss. That would be the playoffs right now.
Yeah, ain't none of that's happening. Like, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
totally
none of it's
different.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's real cute right now.
that's
Yeah,
real cute.
exactly.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Very proud of you.
All right. So the only thing, Oregon, they beat Iowa. So number 6 Oregon beat number 20 Iowa. It was a close game though. Oregon
yeah.
won 18-16, and it actually caused Oregon to drop a spot. So they dropped from 6 to number 7, even with a win. And then Iowa dropped out of the top 25, of course. Other than that, Louisville lost to Cal and Virginia lost to Wake Forest. They both drop out of the standings as well because they both lost to unranked opponents. But that's pretty much the highlights of this week. Not a ton of turnover in the top 25. The only thing I've got a question for in the standings is, and I don't know if you guys are keeping up with it or not, but Georgia Tech is an ACC team.
Dude, yeah.
They've got one loss,
Mhm.
and they're ranked 16. Miami has 2 losses, and they're ranked 15. So they're ranked above Georgia Tech. They have Miami going to the playoffs and not Georgia Tech, even though Georgia Tech only has the 1 loss. And Georgia Tech's leading in the ACC right now. Miami's like 5th in the ACC. So that's
Yeah,
the
it's
one
weird.
question mark I have with the rankings so far is why Georgia Tech is getting so much disrespect right now.
Because look, they're good and they look good, but they lost to NC State. They haven't beat anybody at all. And the last 2 games of the season, we'll see though. They play Pittsburgh and Georgia. So we'll find out. You know, it doesn't whatever.
True.
I don't even
That's
care.
true.
Like, it's probably disrespectful, but like, I get it.
Yeah, they
Strength
do
of
have 2
schedule
hard
matters.
games. Yeah, Pitt. Well, they're like you said, they're playing number 22 Pitt and number 5 Georgia at the end of the year. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that is a tough end to their season for sure.
It's pretty funny because Miami plays NC State this weekend, who Georgia Tech lost to, and then they also play Pitt in the last game of the season.
Yeah.
So kind of fun. Like, yeah, we'll see. It'll work itself out.
Yeah. I mean, Miami lost to SMU. So
Yeah, no, that's a bad loss. Yeah, no, yeah, that's a bad loss.
so it's
That's SMU though,
anyway.
man. Come on, we're Texas. I like me some SMU. They're actually a good team.
I mean, they're better now. I mean, they're finally recovering from their death sentence that they got like
They do have
20 years ago.
3 quality wins though. Like they have Notre Dame and USF. Those are good wins, man.
Yeah, they are.
That is
So
true.
that's why
is
they're
true.
ranked ahead of them.
Yeah. And Florida State somehow,
Yeah,
they
Florida
were
State, yeah,
ranked when they beat them. So, all right. Well, that's all I have for college football this week. It's getting down to the point where we're getting close to the college football playoffs. I love this time of year, man. So we'll see how it goes. But shout out to all the Texas teams that are doing well this year. Sure.
Well, before we move, so is there any big games coming up this weekend? Because I didn't look. I didn't check the schedule.
Let
Is there something that we should kind of keep an eye on?
Let me take a look.
Let's
So,
see.
Because I
we-
make a point to watch.
You got I think Notre Dame Pittsburgh's gonna be a great game, man. I'm telling you, that Pittsburgh team's playing well. Now they are ranked now 22nd, but they've been playing really, really good football for the last like 5 weeks.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the better games on the slate. Oh,
Yeah, Notre
Alabama,
Dame,
Oklahoma.
Yeah, you got Oklahoma, Alabama, and you got
Yep.
Texas at Georgia.
Oh,
shit.
so those are 3
yeah.
good games then.
I
Yeah,
don't know how I missed that. Yeah.
yeah.
You got a good weekend, fellas.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Big
mean,
Ten
yeah.
wise, not
Hey, your Trojans are playing Iowa, so that's a ranked.
Yeah,
that's actually
ranked
a
versus
good
ranked. Yeah,
I'm
so
kind of nervous about that. I ain't gonna lie because I
It's
think
in
Iowa is a
USC
little
though.
underrated.
yeah, it's at home.
It's
You got to get some home
it's
cooking
in,
on
and
that
you're
one.
at home. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. Did you know that we were actually, I think, number 1 in the FBS as far as, like, total yards per game? I didn't even know that. I saw the stat on the game last week that they showed that. We're number 1, like, with
Okay.
555 yards a game or something like that. It's crazy to me. But
But your wide receivers are really good though. Like,
Oh, yes.
I know running
They
backs.
usually are. They
Yeah.
usually are.
yep,
Now,
that's true.
now this is fun. You guys play Iowa, and then you play number 8 Oregon, and you're ranked
Yeah.
17. I'm
Yeah.
wondering, could the U.S. Trojans, could USC, could they sneak into the playoffs?
No,
I hope
Well,
so. That gotta be really,
Hope so.
really
I mean,
tough.
that's a quality win if you think about it. That's a quality win, but I don't think we have too many quality wins on our resume right now. So we need that game. We really
Yeah.
do.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
you
only problem, but the only problem with y'all is with Indiana
Oregon.
being so good. Yeah, with Indiana and Ohio State being so good, it's gonna be hard to try to squeeze y'all in.
What
Like-
if you beat Oregon in Oregon though?
Right,
Yeah.
Indiana
No?
already, but Indiana already did that already. You know what I'm saying? And they
I
put
know.
up like they beat them like 30 or 20 or something like that.
Well,
I'm
if
just
we
saying they
beat-
would have a case.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a strong one. but-
If we beat Oregon, then I think it would come down to would be Notre Dame and USC. Who are you going to put in? If you think
Ooh.
about it,
Oh, Notre
that'd
Dame.
be tough.
Well, they beat you.
You know what? You didn't have to say that quickly, man. All right, you know what I'm saying? Put some respect on our damn name.
Hey! I was trying to give you some love so you could sneak in, but when you start throwing it against Notre Dame, I'm no, no.
Is
No,
Notre
Notre
Dame
Dame whooped our ass, so I get it. I understand.
is Notre Dame your side piece there, Will Pig?
No. I
Mhm.
do think Notre Dame's good this year, though. I do,
Or-
and
or they-
I like the coach for
The
sure.
Are they
whole
part of your-
SEC is his side
Was-
piece. What you
No,
mean,
no,
man?
I was gonna say it's
I
part of your
just-
tiered system. Is that what it is?
I dislike Notre Dame because they won't join a conference. That's my
agreed.
that's what
Agreed.
irks me with Notre Dame. It used to be I used to have 2 irks. I used to hate them because of Brian Kelly and because they weren't in the conference. Now I like their coach, but they need to join the Big Ten and get over with. So
Yeah.
that's my opinion.
Or the ACC if they want to stay dominant.
Sorry, Anger Joey. I know that's your team, but they need to join a conference. But anywho,
Dude, I think we've actually established the fact that I've been putting in wax that I really would like to see Notre Dame actually join a conference. You know, I mean, being the Notre Dame fan that I am, I think that that's where rivalries are born. I think that that's where competitive nature comes from. You know, I really do think that Notre Dame should join a conference, and if I had to take my pick, I would say the Big Ten. But
yeah, I think most of
ACC
your natural rivals are in the Big Ten. That's why I would
Yeah.
say,
you know, I mean,
it would make sense
put them
to be
up
there.
against Michigan and some of those other old rivalries that they have. You know, I mean, and we've also even talked about how in the hell did USC and Notre Dame even become rivalries to begin with? You know, I don't know. Maybe it was through attrition. I don't know. You know,
No, it was
but
just almost
it was
100 years.
history, I suppose. But at the same time, you know, I mean, Michigan and Notre Dame seems to be a little bit better of a rivalry, you know, because I mean, you're talking about state lines there, you know.
Not only
Yeah.
that, it was but not only that, it was you had legendary coaches, right? So Lou Holtz and
Yeah. Lou Holtz. Yeah.
and Lloyd Carr and Beauchamp Buckler and stuff like that. You had that going on. But
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure Pete Carroll and Lou Holtz were both over 100 at the time when they were, you know, coaching against each other. So
Yeah. So
Well,
I'm
a lot
gonna
of history.
It goes
I'll put
before
on
that,
the-
though.
Yeah, but I'll definitely put it on record that I would like to see Notre Dame actually join a conference. You know, I mean, that way I can, one, shut you guys the fuck up, and then two,
No, it won't. It won't shut me up.
no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But at the same time, you know, I think it just breeds a better competitiveness. And
Agreed.
I think it's the proper thing to do.
Just the last point on the rivalry. I mean, there's been some really legendary games, man, between USC and Notre Dame throughout the 50 years plus the rivalries are going on. So it's been good. And the problem is that reason why it's not competitive now is don't forget USC got the death knell pretty much with the whole Reggie
Oh.
Bush shit.
Yeah.
So it's taken us this long to just try to get on our feet again.
Yeah.
So hopefully that rivalry will come back intense next year. I'm hoping. So we'll see what happens. But I agree with you. Notre Dame should join a conference and then get in on this action.
Well, it didn't help that you had head coaches who had alcohol problems too. That
But look at him now. But yes, I get it. And don't forget, we had Orgeron, didn't we? I believe we did at one point.
You
He
did?
went to LSU. Yeah.
Wow.
He
Damn.
went to LSU, won a championship.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
actually
past,
did
man.
pretty good for
That's the
years.
past.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's where it belongs. But anyway, all right. Well, let's if nobody has anything else in college football, let's transition to some NBA.
Yeah, so we're heading into week 4 of the NBA season, but we had some pretty monumental games that happened over the past week, and we'll take a little tour, with our Texas two-step here with our Texas basketball teams. And so the Rockets, we'll start with them. They went 3-1 this week with wins over the Mavs, the Grizzlies, and the Bucks, but they did lose to the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs did pretty well. They went 2-1 for week 3, and they won against the Rockets and the Pelicans, but they did lose to the Lakers, and I'm pretty sure we'll talk about that in a bit. But then there's the Mavs. The Mavs, they went 1-3 for the week. They happened to give the Pelicans their first win of the season. They only won against the Wizards, and they lost to the Rockets and the Grizzlies. And they're currently 14th in the West right now. So with all of the stuff that happened, that pretty much caused Nico Harrison to get fired this week. And so the grand chapter of Nico Harrison is over, where he has, he'll be most emphasis for trading Luka, got back Anthony Davis, who is now hurt. And even though he was quote unquote lucky to get Cooper Flag, is not enough to save his job. And so I'll just pause it there for a roundtable discussion here. First of all, what are your thoughts outside of Wu Pig? Because I already know what he thinks. But for the rest of y'all, what would you say about Nico Harrison's tenure as the general manager of the Mavericks?
Well, if nobody else is going to talk, I'm going to start.
Oh, I was waiting. I'm sorry. I was
waiting for you to
I
start.
was waiting for
buddy.
Angry Joey.
you waiting for me?
I thought we were gonna do that. My bad. Put me in, coach. Hold on. Put me in, coach. I'm
Okay,
ready.
go for it.
Shit. Let me tell you something. So this fool, he shouldn't be allowed to be a general manager of an 8th grade team. He deserves to get run out, first of all. And this 1-3, let's also be fair though. Anthony Davis is hurt, Kyrie Williams is out, right? And they're still trying to. They have Kyrie Irving. Yeah, they have a young team they're trying to figure out. So let's be fair there. But outside of that, nah, this should have been done last year. That's all I got, Wu Pig, on that one.
Oh, yeah. I personally think he's the best GM in the NBA. I love him. I think Dallas should keep him forever. I hope other teams hire GMs just like him. No, I'm kidding. As a Laker fan, we're talking about putting up a statue for him. But but yeah, this is a long time coming. I mean, not only did he trade away Luka Doncic, which is the most boneheaded trade in NBA history. Like this is up there with trading Shaq. Like
Yeah.
just right up there with that. So you traded Lloyd and Luka, but you also just let Jalen Brunson walk away and become a superstar for
Right.
the Knicks.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You traded
Over
away
$10 million. That's what it was, essentially. $10
Yeah,
million.
and then you trade away Quentin Grimes and Porzingis as well. Like they could have had Luka, Brunson, Quentin Grimes, and Porzingis on the same team.
Well, to be
right
fair,
now.
yeah, but to be fair, Luka and Porzingis didn't get along. That was well documented.
Well,
Yeah,
you just sit those two motherfuckers down and tell them to figure it out. Like put on your big boy pants. We're paying you millions of dollars. Play a game of Scrabble and figure it out. Like, right? Like just figure the shit out. Like,
Yahtzee.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. It's fine. You guys can go play Monopoly with real money. Like that's what we're paying you. You know what I'm saying? So stop. Just stop it. So yeah.
Keep going there, Woo Pig. You're on a roll, buddy. Come on now.
No, I'm just saying he made some epic mistakes. And I'm not just putting it off on him. From everything I've been hearing, the reason they traded with Luka was they didn't want to give him that supermax, which would have made Luka the highest paid NBA player of all time. And so the leadership were like, well, we don't want to give him like $350 million. Trade him away. And so
Well,
he
the
did.
Lakers will, won't they? Once LeBron leaves, like,
Well, that's the sad part is the way the NBA is set up. The team that drafts you is the only team that can give you the supermax. So by trading him away,
oh, that's weird.
they
Okay.
cost him $100 million.
Ooh, damn.
Now it works out for LA because we're going to give him the max we can, but that max is $100 million less than
Then
what
if he was,
than if he would have been for the Mavs. So we're going to give him everything. Like we're just going to throw everything we can at him.
what will it cost?
What will it cost? And
Everything.
and Luka's loving it at LA. He's getting along great with AR. So I think he's going to be a Laker for life.
We're gonna have Nico beat up $100 million.
Well, so my question is, should the Lakers reach out and offer Nico a job as Luka Doncic's personal assistant?
I would love that.
You know,
Really
he
would.
he could do his
Carrying
laundry
his
for
bags.
him, carry his
Oh, my
bags
goodness.
for him. You
For
know,
free.
like sit on the sideline and hand him a towel when he comes off. You know, after he made after he's averaging 40. Just be his personal assistant. You know, that's what I think his next job should be is being.
I honestly,
Luka's
I don't
personal
think Luka wants to see Nico Harrison ever again.
By the
No,
way,
I think
Nico
it's-
Harris, if
It's
you're
gonna be
listening,
on site.
if you're listening, Nico Harris, respectfully, disrespectfully.
Yeah. It's bad, man. It's bad because right now Luka he's averaging 37, 9 and 9. Austin Reeves is averaging 35 and 9, and DeAndre Ayton is averaging 16, 7 and 9. So
Now I will say
So-
there was a little rumor mill that happened after the trade took place that it seems a little tinfoil hat, right? But I think there is some I think a little bit of credibility to it, right? So as you know, Mark Cuban sold his majority stake, right, to one of the casino owners in Vegas. And the rumor is that they actually wanted to move the Mavericks from Dallas to Vegas. And they were willing to spend whatever money was necessary to make it happen. The NBA came back and said, no, you can't just pack up an NBA team and just move them for just no apparent reason. So that was the catalyst as a spite move to move Luka.
I've heard that same rumor. I
Yeah,
heard the rumor was
That's
that
diabolical.
yeah.
I've heard the rumor was that the fan attendance for the Mavericks was too high. That I think you had to be in like the
Too high.
bottom. Yeah, you had to
Yes.
be in like the bottom 5 in attendance to consider a move from your
Right.
current location to somewhere else.
Good lord,
Oh.
it sounds like
That's all
a
bullshit,
major
though.
league movie that I know of.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Oh, too high.
it's
What
the
do you mean
only
too
thing.
high?
Like everyone's trying to find a logical reason to why you wouldn't pay Luka. Like,
Right.
and the only thing you can
Right.
think of is we want to move to Vegas, so we need to tank our attendance.
Right.
And I mean, think about this. Who's their famous? Oh, I can't think of his name now. He was the most famous Mav. He was also a foreign player.
Steve Nash.
Oh, no, it wasn't Steve Nash.
Elliot,
Jason Kidd?
Michael
Nowitzki.
Finley?
Finley.
Yeah, Dirk Nowitzki?
Dirk Nowitzki,
Yeah,
Oh,
Dirk.
Nowitzki.
Thank you.
Nowitzki.
Yeah, so Dirk,
Okay.
right? He's like
God, how did not any of us get that? Like, we should have known that.
yeah. Well, I
Like,
was having a brain
That's
fart.
our fucking
Yeah,
bad.
same here, man.
So
Yeah.
so
I
Dirk.
got it. I mean, shit.
So-
Just saying.
So Dirk Nowitzki, Mr. Mav, right?
Yep.
He didn't show up to the Mavs opening home game for the first time in like 15 years, right? Since he was a player. And he showed up to the home opening for the Lakers to support Luka. That's
Lord have mercy.
where they're at.
Wow.
Bro, like to throw salt on the wound. It's ridiculous, crazy. So and what's funny was last night the owner of the Mavs was sitting courtside, and somebody who had bought tickets for the courtside sit right next to him was wearing a Lakers number 77 Luka jersey.
I love it. Oh,
Nice.
Right next to the owner.
Love
Yes.
it.
So yeah,
That's
it's
the way to do it.
I don't think I can't think of a more tragic. I feel so bad for the Mavs fans. I mean, I love it as a Laker, But I feel so bad for the Mavs fans because that whole town loved that dude, and rightfully so. And it's like getting your heart ripped out of you. So it's brutal. It's a man. I just don't. There's no conceivable reason why I could think other than them wanting to move to Vegas for why they
Why
would do
would
something
they
like that.
want to move out of Dallas to Vegas? Like, I just can't see that shit.
To
Like,
make a
it doesn't-
bajillion dollars.
Yeah, because
Vegas
I
is-
don't.
They're
the new
saying
owner,
Vegas is
that's
the
all.
sports capital of the world now. That's what they're saying. I read a few
whatever.
articles on
Well,
it.
the owners,
Well,
the owners,
Austin's F1 makes double the amount of money Vegas's F1 does, so I don't fucking believe that.
well, so supposedly the owners, all of their money comes from casinos
Vegas.
in Vegas.
Yes. Yeah.
And so the rumor mill was they wanted to move them there and build a casino around an NBA stadium. So you'd go there for a game and you'd have
They
the
already do that though. Like, it's already the way hockey and football is. Like, it's like, all right, whatever.
yeah. Well, they did the same thing, right, with the Raiders, right? So
You know what?
So they want to do it with the Mavs.
You know what? With the current state of the NBA right now, that might be a blessing in disguise that they didn't move because they in enough hot water with this gambling stuff as it is.
Oh,
Well,
and it
it's
ain't
only-
over either.
It's
No,
only a
it's not.
matter. It's only a
Yeah.
matter of time. I think there are several teams that are probably like trying their best to move to Vegas. So
They
You'll
can go
probably get one
Sacramento
within
over
the
there.
next 10 years. I see
Dallas
the
is
Pelicans.
just a tough market to move out of. If
Yeah.
there's not a team
Yeah.
in Dallas, then eventually
Yeah.
somebody's going to move in. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Here's one to chew on, guys. One of the teams that I've actually heard that might be wanting to move to Vegas, the Spurs.
Nope, they ain't having.
Oh,
No, they
They ain't
just
having it.
passed
well,
an
nope, they
our
just
expansion.
top A and B passed.
Yep,
yeah.
they ain't going
agree,
nowhere.
But think about it. I mean, silver and black.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying. There's been that rumor mill.
Well,
For all the
that
listeners,
Yeah.
especially the ones that aren't in San Antonio, we just had a big vote that's been all over the media and everything, voting for Prop A and B, which one of the Prop B was for the Spurs to build a new stadium, all
For that
funded
pay
by the
for.
Spurs.
Are you
yeah.
talking about the one between San Antonio and Austin,
No, it's going
like
to be on
in-
east side of
No, it's got-
downtown.
San
Yeah,
Marcos
side.
area?
no,
They're
Wait.
building. They're going to build a whole new stadium there.
San Marcos area?
Got approved. No. East side of downtown.
East side.
Yeah.
East
Where
side
the
of downtown.
Coliseum is right now.
Yeah.
Oh
And
shit!
Prop
I
A
didn't hear
was
that.
to build to build everything around it, and
Right.
a lot of that has to do with the rodeo and stock shows and stuff, where they're going to have
Oh,
that
Yeah.
kind of like more than just like an occasional thing. It's going to be more steady to bring in more tourists and whatever. We don't
Yeah.
want to get into the whole thing. There's a lot of other stuff like tax revenue, like with hotels and rental cars and shit. But
They're gonna revamp that whole east side, bro. Like
yes.
it's just gonna be it's gonna be massive.
Yeah.
Done.
Just
But
sucks. Like, it's weird. I was really struggling with how to vote for it because, the east side is too far away from like the downtown small businesses. Like, I think, I don't know. It's just weird. Hopefully one day they just kind of merge and it's easier, but it's hard to get around down there. And they need to
Yeah.
fucking fix the goddamn construction down there. How long does it, they can build an overpass, like 3
Oh.
overpasses on
Tony,
1604 in like a year? But
you're
they
still
can't.
not.
You can't pave a road downtown in 3. I don't understand.
Yeah, you're still not wrong. I mean, I've actually lived here since I lived in San Antonio since for almost 3 decades, and they still can't get fucking I-10 and 35 right.
Dude. No. Hey, look. They actually are better than a lot of cities and states that I've been to for building the big projects, like the 1604 I-10 shit. That would take 10 years in some fucking states. But my problem is downtown. They've been paving the same roads for like 6 years. I'm like, what are you doing? This is easy shit.
Two
It's
words.
weird.
Two-
Nobody
two-
goes
two
down
words.
there. Nobody who lives in San Antonio goes down there because you can't fucking drive.
Yeah, 2
It's
words.
terrible.
Budget allocation. That's all.
All right. Yeah. Well, I get it, but still, man. Still. But all right. And
Anyway, we did.
that's all
Totally
right. So, hey,
digress.
so going
Sorry, I
back to
went
that.
on a tangent.
No, that's good, man. Because that's some good points, and it ties in because that does something to do with sports as well. So,
But we do
I
know
was
that
gonna
the Spurs are getting a new stadium now, so like that's off the
Yeah.
table. So
yes, Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
think it should be like the Timberwolves, like Minnesota or Memphis. Or like what would really make more sense would be to do like 2 expansion teams and add 1 to Seattle and 1 to Vegas. That
Agreed.
would
I
be
think the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans are on the verge of getting out of Louisiana. I think it'll be them.
just because they
Yeah.
suck. Like
They
Yep.
suck.
They suck bad. I mean,
And they
Yeah.
have
bad. Like
casinos
they can't
in
even
those-
sell out their stadium. I mean, that's
Well, that
how.
definitely paints a big a big bullseye on their back. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But Whoopi, going back to the trade, right, for Nico. So that's why the Cowboys fan reacted the way they did when Parsons got traded, because
Yeah.
that thing with Luka happened.
What is
And
going
then
on here?
Jared Jones
Mm.
does that. Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a whirlwind
Yeah.
of pain.
Yeah,
Hey, but
Dallas teams are hurting right now. So
hey, so you know, you were mentioning your Lakers, obviously, with the whole Luka trade, but Austin Reeves, quite a damn surprising start to the season, and kind of oddly, he has ties to both you guys, Wu Pig and Hater. So you know, he grew up in Arkansas, right?
yeah, he did. Yeah,
Pig,
yeah.
but then he
Big,
went to
yeah.
Oklahoma. What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guy went undrafted, right? He might go down as the best undrafted
Well, that's
free
that's
agent
another thing.
in
That's
NBA
what else I
history.
was going to bring up, which is why I mentioned Hater. He was supposed to be selected 42nd overall by the Detroit
For
Pistons,
Pistons, and he turned us down.
and he
Yes.
declined, motherfucker.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And now you guys have even one more thing to argue about.
Eh. That's small stuff, man.
I
Yeah,
know.
We
Hey,
worry
I just
about that.
wanted to bring. I found it interesting. You know.
Yeah, and he's talked about that. He didn't turn down the Pistons because of
Bitch, who didn't
because
wanna
it was
play
the
in the NBA.
Pistons. It was because they had so many people at his position for the
Oh, yeah, that's
Detroit
true.
already,
Yeah.
and the Lakers had nobody.
Nobody. Yeah.
So he knew he was gonna get play time if he went to
Yeah.
to LA.
Yeah.
As far as the money goes, like free agent money, of signing like a free agent
It's
two-way
not that
contract
different. Yeah.
and where he was gonna get drafted, it was so close that I think he just told everybody at that point, "I'm gonna just make my own choice." So
Yeah.
I think it was between the Lakers and one other team that needed guards real bad. So
Yeah.
You don't have to make a whole lot of sense here. I was trying to get Hater pissed off. You know, like come on.
Hey, speaking of Detroit though, man, they're number 1 in the East right now.
Yeah. See, yeah. See,
So
I was
looking
gonna,
good. Yeah.
I was
Nottingham
gonna,
nuts last night.
yeah, I was gonna get to that because I was gonna bring up the fact that that the Lakers are 4th in the West right now,
Mhm.
at 8-3, and then my beloved Pistons are 9-2 right now. Even though we're not getting much love as far as power rankings concerned, as far as big media goes, but that's okay. But yeah, they had a nail biter last night against the Wizards, but we were down like 3 starters.
Wizards?
3 starters are yeah, I know, but we were down 3 starters, and then Cade Cunningham took a hard shot by one of their dudes, and he wanted to stand over people and stuff like that. Almost started a fight, but we pulled it out in the end, and our G League guys came through and got us a win on overtime. So, but it's all good. And
Just keep winning, and you'll be moving up in power ranking.
yes. But yeah, so yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much that's been the week of the NBA. Oh, but I will say this because we gotta get this out of the way. Woo Pig. I know you hyped up about the fact that the Lakers beat the Spurs last week. I understand that.
Yeah.
But you had some home cooking like I ain't never seen, my brother.
Talking about.
I'm saying, man, they did their damnness to get Wemby out of the game quick, fast, and in a hurry with some cheap ass fouls to start the game to get him up out of there. Picked up 2 quick fouls, and even with that, y'all still almost gave us gave the Spurs the game.
Side piece?
Oh,
More side
Say
piece?
it there, Rico. Say it there. Say it.
okay to have No. I just want to see you Lakers go down. That's all I want.
Now,
Wait.
look.
What?
Here's the truth, right? No LeBron, no Austin Reeves,
Oh Lord.
no
okay.
problem. We still beat the Spurs. Who
And
cares,
the Spurs
man?
and the
You know why
Spurs
we
didn't have
did?
De'Aaron Fox either. Let's be real, okay?
Oh, okay. They didn't have De'Aaron Fox, and we didn't have 2 of our top 3 players. Okay, that's totally equal.
Yeah.
Like, but now what we did was we logged down Wemby. I talked about this last pod was the only way because we were talking about how good Wemby is. Like, how do you beat the Spurs? And my only idea or thought was you lock down Wemby and try and make the rest of your team beat you, right? Because their 3-point shot isn't great. So, give them the outside shot, log down the paint, keep Wemby from beating you himself. And I think that's the only way you can really beat the Spurs right now because that dude's a monster. But we held them to 19 points. That game was real awkward, like you said. I think the Spurs had 36 fouls and the Lakers had 30 fouls. So there were like 66 fouls that game. It was ridiculous. It was like over a 3-hour game. Like the refs need to get a clue. Oh, you calling it home cooking? Both sides got cooked. It was like both sides were getting fouls called on them left and right. So
but the thing about it was Wemby picked up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter, which took him out of the game, and which allows Cisco to go crazy and to do what he did. And for those that need to know, that's DeAndre Ayton. I call him Cisco because he done went Hollywood and bleached his hair. It's not even blonde. It's like this brownish color. I don't know what it is.
So
He done went Hollywood. So for now on,
my bed.
yeah.
hey, are you
Cisco
gonna
from now on, bro? I'm sorry.
are you gonna give DeAndre Ayton his flowers though? Because
Absolutely not. No,
because he locked down
he didn't lock
Wemby.
down nobody.
He did lock down Wemby, and he had a great game.
Bro, he didn't
Yeah.
lock him down.
Yeah,
Stop.
come on, man.
Stop. Now he's just trying to trigger you. That's all he's trying to do.
He trying to get all Delulu again. I'm not falling for it, man. Cisco
Delulu?
took advantage of a good situation by the refs. That's all that is. And little
Delulu.
Marcus Smart. Yeah,
Delulu. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He's averaging like 25 points, and we held him to 18. Like it's one of his lowest point
He
totals.
sat out the first half of the game almost.
Exactly.
Who's
Took it
off
off the
his
rhythm,
nut?
man. Like,
Hard to
come on,
score down
man.
the court.
Yeah, they just come on. And then-
Anyways, all I'm saying is you were out here saying, "Oh, wait till the Lakers play the Spurs. Wait till the Lakers play the Spurs.
I
We're gonna
remember
show
that.
you." Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, wait, look what happened.
Busted that ass to the white meat.
That's right. Busted that
Yo,
ass.
so
But
No, that's what.
but hey, all the Spurs fans out there, you guys got a great team. You're second in the West right now. You're looking great. You got to work on your 3-point shot. But other than that, I think your young, exciting team. It's looking nothing but up to the Spurs, in my opinion. So, great game. We won by 2 points. It wasn't like we blew them out.
thank you.
And,
Thank you.
yeah, and it was an odd game with the number of fouls, but I'm glad my Lakers ended up winning. We just had another win. We had a stinker against. I can't remember who we had a stinker against.
Y'all lost to the you lost to the Hawks. That was another one.
Yeah, we had a stinker against
Yeah.
the Hawks out of nowhere. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
But we rebounded well and came back and beat the Hornets pretty effectively. So it's so far the year's been great, and most of the Texas teams are doing well, except for the Mavs, man. Just
Yeah.
Agreed.
Not for sugar to shit. So
There was another exciting game that happened last night against speaking of the Spurs against the Bulls. You guys happy to catch that one?
they won, right?
yeah, they won.
Yeah.
The Spurs did, but they pulled it out of their ass. I mean, they were down for almost the whole game, but Wemby, I mean, he, him and his 38 points and 12 rebounds. And then Castle, he actually pitched in with 11 assists. And then, of course, Fox, he did some business with 21 points. It was a fun game to watch. It really was. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, he had 38 points. Oh, man. The thing about Wemby is when he gets in his groove, he just makes it look so freaking easy. Like he's not even exerting himself.
How can he dribble the ball like that, dude? He's
don't know.
7'5".
If he can stay healthy like this, this is his second year in the league.
This is third. This is third year.
It's
Yeah, okay,
his third. But what mystifies me about him is, as tall as he is, have you guys ever seen a big man his size be able to hit the three like he does?
No, he's a different type of
Yeah.
player.
He's a
That's
unicorn. I
Sabonis.
mean, I've never seen
Sabonis.
anything like.
Adronis Sabonis used to be able to hit that three from the Trailblazers back in the day.
Yeah, but he wasn't his size though.
No,
No,
he wasn't
he was
7'5".
Dirk,
He was like
Dirk and,
7'1".
Kevin Garnett, they were tall as hell, but
Yeah, how
Yeah.
tall was Dirk?
6,
Uh,
10,
I think he
11?
was like 7'2" or 7
No,
foot.
he
Yeah,
was
I think he was a
No, no,
seven
no.
footer.
11.
Yeah, he was about 6,
No, I don't
6'11",
think he
7
was.
feet.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, close
Oh.
enough to fucking
Close
7
enough.
foot tall.
yeah. So I mean, because
Either
Dirk
way, tall as
Dirk
fuck.
can shoot the three. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Dirk, he was a shooter. But it just kind of goes to illustrate, the different type of playing styles that we're actually used to seeing. Look at Tim Duncan. I mean, his outside shot was non-existent, and
No.
till
He was
it
king of
counted.
mid range. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a mid range. Against hitting in the square. But Wemby,
Well-
he's just a different kind of animal
are
altogether.
we going to talk about the elephant in the room? I mean, I didn't plan on this, but
Go ahead. Go for it.
if you look at the top 5 players in the NBA right now, 4 of the top 5 are from Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
Joker,
Giannis.
Luka, Giannis, and Wemby.
Yeah.
I would put Wemby in that conversation.
Well,
Like
that's
the
no
only,
secret. That's
like-
no
like the-
secret, though,
like
Whoopi.
the
Because-
only one was Ant-Man or no, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
SGA.
No,
Might
he's
be like-
Canadian.
What?
Yes. He's
Yeah.
Canadian.
Well,
Yeah.
that counts. They're just Northern America. So
Did he play college ball in America?
Yes.
yeah, he counts. I'm talking about Euro players, like legit Euro players, like
Oh.
like
Kyle's making his
Across
own
the
rules,
ocean.
Gator. Let him do it. Oh, sorry.
I'm
Making
just
his
saying,
own rules.
Euro ball has become big over there, and they're starting to see a lot of superstars coming out of the Euro leagues to
Yep.
in the
But-
NBA.
But that's been happening for the last 20 years, though. I mean, because Europe plays a different style of basketball. They're more true to the
Fundamentally
game. Yeah, very fundamentally sound. So they're overall better basketball players. And matter of fact, some of the what's his name?
Krzyzewski.
Yeah, he talked about it.
Krzyzewski, yeah.
Yeah, he talked about it because he was coaching the USA team basketball, and Steve Kerr's also talked about it. Says like they've evolved and come a long way. In the United States, our form of basketball is more ISO and not as fundamentally sound as Europe. So yeah,
But
that's not
there's never-
surprising.
But there's never been a time where the NBA, like the top 3 players
Yeah.
in the NBA, were all Euro players.
Well-
Heck, has there ever been a time where the top player in the NBA was a Euro player?
I don't know. I kind
The
of
last, the closest one
No,
probably
hell
been,
no.
yeah, the closest one you probably would think of is probably Dirk.
Yeah,
He's probably the
but
closest
Dirk,
one.
Dirk was always playing alongside, Jordan and
LeBron was
Kobe
around.
and all that
yeah.
kind of
Not
stuff.
so much
Yeah.
Jordan, but LeBron.
Tony
for
Parker?
sure.
Yeah.
Don't forget
Tony
about
Parker,
him.
I mean, yeah.
Tony
He's a
Parker,
Euro
yeah,
player too, right?
Yeah.
Ginobili.
Manu,
Don't forget
Yeah.
about Ginobili.
yeah.
But
Well, the
was-
Spurs, period. The Spurs
Yeah.
started this mess.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
And
They did,
SGA went to Kentucky. Just a side note, he went to Kentucky.
I
So,
didn't know he
I
was
remember
Canadian
that.
though. So
so Calipari found him too, I guess.
So, anyways, I just noticed that, like, it's like, dang, man, where are the homegrown U.S. superstars at? Is
Oh,
it
they're-
Anthony
they're-
Edwards?
No. They're eating themselves out of the league because all the hype was with. Well, right now, I mean, Jason Tatum, he's got an Achilles. Tyrese
Yeah.
Halliburton has an Achilles. Zion's over here like he's
I have
bouncing
2
around
of
with Ozempic. You got John Morant wants to play with guns all day, and
Oh,
then
he's out.
um,
He's out. Like he's
yeah,
washed.
right.
Dummy.
Yeah, I mean, the only hope as far as American-born players right now is probably like Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, and Paulo Banchero. Those are probably the only ones you can think of.
I think
So,
Ant-Man.
So hold on. So
Yeah,
Boston.
Anthony Edwards.
What-
There, man.
Yeah, but Boston, man, you got Jalen
No,
Brown,
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
Give them some respect.
Halliburton. But those are guys are hurt, so like they're not on the front of our minds right now.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah.
True. That's fair. That's fair.
Yep. So
All right.
all I'm saying is, like, when I look at the highlights every night, it's like, oh, European. What the hell? Where's all this coming
Well,
from?
dude, Joker is like
which
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
against.
I
I'm not
forgot about
against
him
it. I'm
too.
just
It's
Yeah.
like he's like insane. It doesn't even make any sense. You watch him, it's like that's not the way. We all grew up in the '80s and '90s. That's not the way a center played back then. It's just so weird to see it.
yeah,
It's
yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy. All right, well, that's all I got, man.
Oh, that's all. Like that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
No.
We're getting, hey, we're only week 3 of the NBA season, and LeBron is not back yet. So Woo Pig gonna be on his
Yeah.
gonna be in a
Oh,
little
God, it's gonna get
drama
bad.
chair soon enough.
Gonna be a
That's gonna
long
happen soon
year.
enough. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna have to
one of
listen
the
to Pig all
smartest
fucking season.
one of the smartest players that's like an assist leader every week that he's going to run our team. I hear that all the time. We're like, oh, when LeBron comes back, they all this dynamic between Luka and AR and how great the team's playing together, all that's going to go away. Like what?
See,
What are you? Have you
They'll
This
just
is some
make
watched?
LeBron
fanboy
play
shit.
smart.
Have you
This is
watched
some
LeBron
fanboy
play?
shit. No, listen, hold on. LeBron James' former players talked about how hard it is to play with him.
Oh,
Even Schumacher or Shumpert talked about it. The dude Kyle Love talked about it.
Kevin Love. Yep.
Even what's the dude that they brought in Miami? I forget it was Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, and Chris Bosh,
Chris
right?
Paul.
Yeah, Chris
Chris
Bosh.
Bosh.
Yeah.
Bosh even
Yeah.
talked about how difficult it was. So
Yeah.
come on, man. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it is going to be an adjustment.
I think again, I think he's one of the smartest players in the league. I think he's going to see the dynamic that's going on, and he's going to just fit right in.
Yeah, well, you would hope. He's old. He knows he's not, he's older. He knows he's probably going to have to play a little differently. If he can facilitate more, it could work, but we'll see.
For years, he
Because he's
begged.
still dangerous on his own, right? So you still got to account for him. So
Yeah,
it could be pretty nuts.
For years, for a couple of years, he was begging AD to take over the mantle, to like become like the superstar and let him take
Whatever.
over the secondary role. He wanted
That's
AD
what
to
you
do that.
hear.
Yeah, and he took a back seat to Luka last year, and it worked out just fine. So
Yeah,
I think it'll work just fine. People are just trying to look for some drama, and people hate on LeBron so much. It's crazy because people either hate on him because they hate people that are great, or they hate on him because they love
'cause he's
Michael
a
Jordan
douche.
and they feel threatened by
What?
LeBron. Yeah, that's it.
Never.
That's
You know-
it.
Never.
Okay.
That's the
I'm not gonna-
reason.
I'm not falling for this trap. We got
Yeah,
other
we can't.
subjects we
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
touch
yeah.
on. We can't touch
Okay,
on this
we'll
today.
talk about it later. We'll talk
Yeah,
about
we'll
all the
come back to
How
this.
about we do it in
unreasonable
the
reasons
off
why
season
people
when
hate
we have
LeBron
like
James.
not a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. We'll come back to
Sounds
this.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Put on a
Yeah, you
future
better have all your
show,
stats ready, buddy. Anyway, but yeah, that wraps up NBA for this week.
All right. Well, nobody else has anything on NBA. Then let's go ahead and transition to NFL.
All right. Well, so NFL Week 10 was in the books. We had some exciting games. We had some not so good. But we'll start with the number 4 coming into the week, Tampa Bay Bucks. They hosted the number 11 New England Patriots, and the Patriots took care of business, 28-23. And Baker, the Baker magic, I think, as some of us predicted on the pod, was not enough. 273 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, so nothing too crazy. But hey,
Good game.
the Patriots, a wonderful game by the Patriots. They clearly found their quarterback, and I think Mike Vrabel, head coach, will finally have to acknowledge that Trevion Henderson is actually pretty good. But the question I have for the pod right now is, does Mr. Kraft owe an apology to Mac Jones?
No.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. This wasn't his time. And I know this doesn't answer your question, but I will say we talked about the 6 quarterbacks coming out in the what was it, the 2024 class. I
Yes.
think it's pretty clear that Drake May's probably going to wind up being the best of them.
You could be right.
Would you rather have Drake May or Mac Jones? Again, Mac Jones is playing well.
Drake, he's actually he's gearing himself up to be the MVP right now, guys.
Number 1, he's like top 2 odds to be the MVP. So
exactly. He's in the top 3. Between him, maybe Jonathan Taylor, maybe.
dude.
But when was the last time we ever saw a running back actually even get consideration for
That's
an
a
MVP?
travesty, dude. He should be considered, man.
By Vegas, the top 3 odds for MVP is the craziest shit you ever saw. It's fucking Drake May, Matthew Stafford and Sam Darnold. What are we living in?
Oh,
Leaving out
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor?
Right.
That's
Okay.
Well, you know,
bullshit.
he's but he's a running back. So like the top 3 quarterback.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
like-
always going to be a quarterback. You know, I mean, the last time that a running back, and Tony, back me up if I'm saying this wrong, but the last time a running back ever got a vote for MVP award was back in 1990, and that was back. It was like 1 vote or something like that. It was ridiculous. You know, so
MVP's won. Running backs won the MVP before, but
Yes.
it's just.
Adrian Peterson was the last one.
It was just what 2008 or something like that. It was a long
Something like that. He came back. He came back from the ACL tear.
ACL, ran for like 2,000 yards.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, but it's been a millennium. Running backs
Dude,
never.
This is the way it goes. He'll win Offensive Player of the Year, just like Saquon Barkley did last year, you know, and then one of the quarterbacks will win it. However, this is such a weird year with all these weird quarterbacks, not big names. You know, if any year was a year, if JT keeps it up, you never know.
Well,
Because nobody's gonna be like, oh, it's Daniel Jones's. It was Daniel Jones the reason why they were
Absolutely
good.
not. Yeah,
Exactly.
but-
So
but y'all kind of mixed up some of my questions a little bit. I did not expect it to go that route, but that's fine. But I will say, as far as the Bucks, like, are we about to see a free fall from the Bucks?
No.
Because they've lost 2 straight now, and one of our games of the week for Week 11, they're going to the Bills. So, are we starting to see?
Kind of hard not to see that not happening there, Hater. You know, just because where's their skill positions?
yeah,
I mean,
you're banged up.
Luka's still taking care of business.
Schedule. If you look at their schedule, the middle of their schedule was the hardest part. And I think they're about to come into. I think that the tail end of their schedule is one of the easiest in the NFL.